it's Kevin with Gonro Games here with another edition of What I Got In Today. We got some neat stuff in today. So usually these are just products that have come in for orders. Sometimes it's things that I've ordered. Sometimes it's just interesting things that patrons have ordered. And I thought I would go ahead and give you a look and a price and see if other people might want to order these things. Sometimes it surprises me what patrons find. I had no clue some of these items existed, and it's kind of just interesting to see what everyone else is ordering. So first of all, we got these sleeves in from Ultra Pro. These are the Bravest Warrior sleeves. So these are $2 a pack. They were just a bargain from a distributor. I am not very familiar with Bravest Warriors. I don't know what you young kids are watching these days. Actually, isn't this like an older show? However, I'm too old and grumpy to know what Bravest Warriors is. However, I'm sure it's pretty hip, whatever you kids say these days. What is that slaps? That's what you guys say? Oh man, the cringy old Kevin trying to, hey young kids, I'm one of you. But anyway, these are available. There's a limited amount of them, but usually when I get throw-in sleeves from distributors, I just charge $2 a piece. That's like a fair price for, some simple card sleeves to throw on stuff. They make great shipping sleeves, make good draft sleeves. But there you have it, the Bravest Warriors sleeves. These ones are kind of neat from Ultra Pro. Next up is kind of cool. Like these are trading cards. I don't think it's a game. It's just a trading card. It's a hybrid NFT / trading cards from the DC Universe. This is Batman, the Batman limited edition movie trading cards, and they come with codes that then I guess redeem for NFTs. Interesting. So the price on these suckers are going to be, so the booster boxes are going to be, looks like around $68 to $70. I'll have to do the math on what it comes out to be, and the MSRP for $120. And then they also ordered these starter kits, I guess is what they're called, starter packs, which are also from the Batman limited edition movie. Comes with 2 premium cards inside. And these suckers went for $29 or $30 and the MSRP for $50. So not too bad margins on here. I hope the person's okay with this. Sometimes when you order mixed product, things come in a bit damaged. I don't think I'm going to make a stink about this for the distributors. A lot of times they'll replace it if I ship it back, but hopefully they'll be okay with it, because if they just want the contents, everything should be fine and protected in there. But yeah, I didn't even know these things existed. Someone ordered them. There they are in here. I guess if you're into trading cards, this is something that is available for purchase from distributors. So like I have mentioned before, if I can get it from any distributor that sells Magic, typically I do business with that distributor, so I can get these sort of products as well. Speaking of Batman, this came in. I'm not quite sure what the price is. It's around 30-ish, I think. That's typically what the codex that are branded cost from Arcane Tinman's Dragon Shield. So this I had to order a long time ago. So how that works with distributors, oftentimes you pre-order it and it doesn't come in on the same invoice. So you just get like this pre-order invoice, and I can't find the invoice that this came in on. But that's kind of a neat little binder. It definitely pops. It's a card codex, and these are great quality by Dragon Shield. I've done reviews on them before for the card codex. Yeah, they're as good as any other binder. As good as Dex protection, as good as Gamegenic. Arcane Tinman's a very solid brand. Dragon Shield's a very solid brand. Of course, you know them from your sleeves. They're top-notch sleeves. But yeah, it must be the year of the Batman, because lots of orders for Mr. Batman over here. So this one is a nifty little binder. I do like it. Alrighty, next up, what we got is these. These are kind of neat with people that like to collect stuff. These are acrylic cases from Ultra Pro. So what these do is they just protect your booster boxes. So you just open them up like any other case. Think of it like a card sleeve, like a hard case for your booster boxes. So this one is for Magic. This is a little bit awkward though, because Ultra Pro came out with these, and then at the same time Magic decided they were gonna every set have different sized booster boxes. So now we have draft boosters from like Crimson Vow were a little bit thicker because they put like 4 tokens in every pack, I think. What was the one that had that in there? And then Double Masters and Baldur's Gate are different. It's kind of awkward now trying to get in the hang of shipping things, because some booster boxes don't even fit. If you do a case, don't even fit in the flat rate now because they're a little bit over with how bulky they are. And then set boosters, of course, are very thin, and so it's very hard to come up with like a product, yes, a one size fits all product for Magic. But this one's for your kind of your old school Magic booster boxes that all were the same size. So all the way up until more the recent sets. And then there's also this Pokemon size one. I'm not sure if it fits Flesh and Blood. very well. But let's just take a look at this sucker. So these are just, yeah, they're just acrylic, kind of acrylic hard cases here. And they both go for 25 bucks. So kind of pricey to keep your booster boxes protected, but I mean, I guess you're cycling through booster boxes or just have them on display. This is a nice way to keep them protected from their dings, so it doesn't end up looking like this sucker here, where it's got a dent in it. And the collectability that for old school, old stuff, that really can make a difference. I know people eventually get them graded and things like that. So if you do have a pristine booster box of a very rare Pokemon set or a Magic the Gathering set, these are definitely good options to keep your products nice and safe and pristine. So those are available. Again, I had to pre-order these. I don't know how the availability on these, how easy it is for me to order them, but I'm sure Ultra Pro, same thing with like Dragon Shield, when they get enough demand for a certain product, then they do they kind of do a restock or I want to say a reprint, but a remanufacturing of them, and then they get shipped off eventually. So yeah, those are options. Next up's kind of cool. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. This is the Isle of Cats. It's actually one of my favorite board games. Well, I don't know. It's definitely top 25. It gets to the table a lot. It seems to appeal to non-gamers and gamers alike. This is kind of like a card drafting / tile placement game. So the idea of Isle of Cats is you have these boats, and you're going to go through a draft round where you draft these cards at the top. And these cards are going to give you either resources or allow you to draft these tiles that then go on your boat, and then you score points based upon how you place them on your boat. And then there will be cards that you can draft that actually can score you points later on, or score people negative points for how they've placed their tiles. So it's a very interesting game. Like I said, it gets to the table quite often, and this is actually a pretty good bargain for how big this board game is. I mean, it is a hefty game. The cost of this, the MSRP is 50 bucks, and I can get this for 29 or 30 is the price for this. And for that price for a board game, I can't recommend this game enough. This is a very good game. Gets to the table quite often. If you're looking to start a board game collection and you do want like a neat little game that has kind of a cute little theme, but is also mechanically sound, Isle of Cats, great game. I can't praise this enough. I'll play it all day long. It hits that little itch for me as far as something that has enough mechanics that are, stimulating enough that like, I don't like to play super easy board games. I don't like super complex board games. So this is one of those games that's right in the middle that's just fun to bust out in like an hour and a half is what it suggests it takes. So fun little game of Isle of Cats. And got a ton of these expansions in for Isle of Cats. So they've had a lot of expansions here. And so the expansions go for... the expansions are actually, they're a different price. So 15, 21, and 15, 21, 15. Okay, so one of these looks like the boat expansion. Nope, I guess the expansions are, yeah, the boat pack. Looks like the boat pack, or the Kitten's Beast. The Kitten Beast one is a little more expensive. It's going to be 22. So this one would be 22, and the other one's going to be 15 for these ones. So Kittens and Beasts, I'm assuming I'm going to play this Friday for sure. We're going to bust this out and play with it. It looks like there are different tiles that go on this, and these look like they might be like wild tiles or something. I don't know if you can see that very well, but this turtle has like different type cats, so it might count as different cats, because that's kind of the object of the game is to pair cats with other cats, and has cards, I guess, that work with this. And yeah, it should be fun to play. So it gives you more replayability with these expansions. So there's one called Kittens and Beasts, and then there's one called Late Arrivals. I believe my buddy already has this one too, because it came with the Kickstarter version with Late Arrivals, and it's just a few different so 2 more player boats. So okay, so you can add 2 additional players, and so you can play up to 6 players, as well as you can looks like it has more tiles and cards in it. So this is like your 6-player expansion, and then the boat pack, I'm assuming, adds different boats that give a little bit different play style, because all the boats are the same. So it'd be kind of like a little player power thing with like different boats. So there's like a big boat and like an awkward shaped boat there, and yeah, new layout, 6 new boats, and reference cards on how to score those boats. So it gives you even more replayability with the boat pack. So that's kind of neat. And then this is kind of interesting too. We got an Isle of Cats Explore and Draw. And this sucker goes for, looks like 1920 for this one. Yeah, that's what it looks like, or 18 bucks for this Explore and Draw. And this is going to be probably a flip and write. So instead of drafting, you're just going to be flipping over and then filling it in. So it's probably a faster way to kind of play in this Isle of Cats. And it looks like you still do have the scorecards for how things are set up. So yeah, we'll definitely be playing this weekend. I'll have to let everyone know how well I like this, because I like flipping rights and rolling rights. They're some of my favorite. Let's just go ahead and unbox this sucker, because I know we're gonna play it. So here goes more money to my massive board game collection. It's worth thousands of dollars at this point. So if you're ever in Richfield, Utah, eventually I want to make a convention, a board game convention, or just kind of get together, hang out. If I ever become popular again, if I ever decide to, revive my YouTube channels and whatnot, I think it'd make a cool little get together to come play some board games or some Magic or whatnot. Once I get my life in order. So let's see what we got in here. So it's got some dry erase markers. Cool, they came with dry erase markers. A lot of these ones don't. And then different cards. And it looks like, yeah, so dry erase boards is what you do. And you're going to be filling it out. So it's going to be scoring very similar to Isle of Cats. And then, but you're going to be flipping over cards. And yeah, it looks like, hey, you can either probably either that one or that one. Fill that one or that one out. Is how I'm assuming it works. So, and then there is the how you get scored. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be fun. Can't wait. It must be a first player token or something there. But this is gonna be fun. Can't wait to play this one. I play a lot of flipping rights and rolling rights. What we played last week, we played Welcome To. Week before that, we played Cartographers. So a lot of the flipping rights and rolling rights definitely get to our board game table. What we do at Gonero Games is on Friday, we have a good little group of people that come in for the board game group. And I really like it. It's kind of like my bowling. I don't bowl or I don't go to the bar. So oftentimes with my buddies, or just, and other people you want to meet. Like a lot of people meet other like-minded people at the board game group. If you don't have one in your local area, highly, highly, highly suggest that you look one up. And if you don't have one, start one, because it's a great way to meet fellow board gamers and people just want to have a good time. And yeah, this one will be getting to the table, as well as the Isle of Cats expansion. Maybe we'll just play an all Isle of Cats day. So that one came in. Next up, we have Honey Buzz. I've been waiting for this one for a while. This sucker is going to go for 27, and this is supposed to be another tile placement strategy game. So it just looks very beautiful when I looked at the packaging. Haven't played it, have no clue what it's about. So kind of awkward little me talking about it. Looks like it goes for an hour and a half, 45 to an hour and a half. And it's a 4-player game. So we'll let you know how it is. I think it looks very pretty. Hopefully it's got a good theme to it, or who cares about a theme? I'm not a Ameritrash player. I could care less about the theme. Hope it has good mechanics to it. And last but not least, this is the restock that people have been waiting for a long time. This is Wingspan. So I have kind of mixed bags about Wingspan. I think it's a good game. I don't think it's the second coming of Christ, which some people try to compare it to when they talk, when they come to board games. This game is like the best board game ever made, blah, blah, blah. It's not even close. It's just a pretty solid game, pretty okay game with Wingspan. It is so you're going to be drafting or picking these bird cards that then go on your tableau, and then how you build them on your tableau depends on how efficient you are with triggering these abilities, with like being able to feed more birds or lay more eggs. And they're going to be scoring birds per round, and then it goes over like 4 rounds. And so it's a very solid, mechanically speaking, game. It's good. It's a good game. It's definitely is good. The expansions give you more replayability. That was one of my complaints about this. You play it once, you felt like you've played the game to its entirety. But then the expansions definitely do add a little bit of replayability to it, and it is a very, very popular game. In fact, I have always thought about getting into like board game flipping the same way you do with card games. So, all it is supply and demand with certain things, and there will be time periods when popular games just go out of print before they get another reprint. I've seen Wingspan go for $200 while it's in the kind of that hiatus where it's going to be a while before they reprint it, because it seems to get reprinted like every year. But there will be like this 3-4 month period where games can be worth quite a pretty penny. We see with like Blood Rage right now because it needs a reprint. But Wingspan, I've seen it happen before, and at one point the sucker was going for like $200 on eBay. So I always thought about like stockpiling on these in between the reprints for this, because this is such a popular game. One of the most sold games as far as, since I think it came out in it says 2018, 2019 is when this game came out, and it's just been sold like crazy. So this one is now available again for the time speaking. If you do want a Wingspan, I would pick it up now. The price of this sucker, Wingspan, looks like it is going to be $35 for this game, which again isn't bad for a board game, and is a very, very popular, highly popular game. So if you're looking for a collection, I do think though, I in all honesty, I think if you were to start a board game collection, this is one I'd put on like the must-have list, or at least must play once, and have in your collection, because it's very popular and people do enjoy this game quite a bit. So not a lot of Magic product that came in today, or at least just stuff that I didn't care to show. Still getting a lot of orders for Modern Horizons and new Capenna Collector's Edition. Those have gone up in price from the $113. They're now $135. Modern Horizons is still dirt cheap. Yeah, and that's about all she wrote for today's episode of What I Got In Today. Tomorrow, I'm sure I'll get more stuff in today, because I'm always getting stuff in here at Gonro Games. So hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do want any of these products, of course, they are available to order. Just fill out a form. And if you're interested in joining the Patreon, it's patreon.com/roguedeckbuilder. And I'd like to have you part of the family. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, those muscles, a subscribe, and click on that bell icon. And maybe I'll show you some more. Ooh, just look at these button bites on me, stupid dog. Oh, my dog does. I don't know if you can see that. This button just loves to scratch and bite. Anyone want a dog? I'm getting sick of this dog. Just kidding, Buttons. We love you. Anyway. Hope you enjoyed this video. Kevin, Gonro Games. Thanks for watching.